In life, our minds sometimes create invisible walls that stop us from seeing the world as it truly is. Reality is more than just what we see with our eyes or touch with our hands. It's about what we feel deep inside and how we understand those feelings. Ever wondered how to see the invisible? Stick around until the end of this video and know the secrets. Human perception is as complex and vast as galaxies, and at the heart of this perception is something very special: desire. Desire is like a mirror of who we really are inside. It's the powerful force that gets us moving and chasing after what we want in life. Our desires are closely linked to how true and pure our intentions are. If we don't have any desires, it's like a candle trying to burn without any air. But here's the important part. When our desires are true and come from a place of goodness, not selfishness or material wants, they can be the path to finding true wisdom and enlightenment. It's when we want things for the right reasons, for growth and positive change, that we can truly understand ourselves and the world around us. Meditation is a powerful tool that helps us explore and understand our true selves, which is much more than just our physical bodies. Often, people see themselves and the world around them in a very limited way, but through meditation we can discover that we are not just our bodies, we are souls living within these bodies. Our consciousness is not trapped by the limits of time and space. There are many instances where people have experienced things in meditation that hadn't yet happened in our physical world. They've seen events before they actually take place. This suggests something fascinating. Our lives on Earth might be following a specific plan or pattern. This plan seems to exist in another dimension, a place beyond our usual understanding of space, and it unfolds into our world in its own time. If these events are seen in meditation before they happen in our world, it implies that they are already set or predetermined. To someone who is deeply connected to this three-dimensional world, it might seem like these events are predestined. Meditation allows us to peek into this fourth dimension and understand that there is more to our existence than just what we see and touch in our physical world. It's like waking up to a deeper, more expansive reality where time and space work differently. Can we change our future? Absolutely, we can. When you make a change, it's like taking a different turn on that road. This new turn leads you on a new path, creating a future that fits with the change you've made. The really amazing thing about human destiny is how flexible it is. It's like water. It can flow in different directions based on the choices we make. What's even more interesting is that our lives are shaped more by what we believe and feel than by what we do. The most important thing is how we see ourselves, like looking in a mirror. This image of ourselves in our mind influences everything we do. If we start seeing ourselves differently, like if we suddenly think of ourselves as stronger or kinder, our actions will start to change to fit this new image. It's like if you believe you are a good cook, you'll start cooking more. Changing the way we see ourselves can lead us to a different future, and as our lives change, the way we see ourselves changes too. It's a cycle. The picture we have of ourselves shapes our life, and our life experiences, in turn, shape the picture we have of ourselves. It's really important to understand how powerful our thoughts and attitudes can be. Every big change in our lives starts with a change in our thinking. The future, even if we plan it out carefully, is full of different possibilities. Every time we make a choice, it's like standing at a crossroads where each path leads to a different future. We all see the world in two different ways. One way is based on our everyday life and what we can see and feel. The other way is more spiritual. Long ago, people called these two ways of seeing the world the carnal mind and the mind of Christ. The first one is about what we experience through our senses and our deepest wishes. The second one is about seeing things from a higher spiritual perspective. There's a saying that goes, "The natural man doesn't understand the things of the Spirit of God." This means that when we only see the world in a regular, everyday way, we only focus on what's happening right now, and the past and future don't seem real. But when we look at the world from a spiritual point of view, we see time differently. We understand that the past and the future are just as real as the things we can touch and see. What seems like just an idea or a feeling to someone who only thinks about the here and now becomes something real and important to someone who sees the world spiritually. Decipher cosmic secrets and turn your dreams into reality. Discover the language of the universe to attract wealth and abundance. Don't waste any more time. Click now on the first link in the pinned comment and live a prosperous life. In the spiritual world, what often holds us back is relying too much on what we can see, hear, and touch. This makes us blind to things that we can't sense. To really understand and see these unseen things, we need to shift our focus away from what our senses tell us. Instead, we should concentrate on feelings and thoughts, imagining them until they feel as real as the physical world around us. When we think deeply and with focus, we can shut out distractions and get lost in a reality we want to be in. The key is to really focus on what we want, picturing it in our minds. Moving our attention away from what our senses tell us and focusing on the unseen world helps us grow spiritually. It lets us see beyond what is right in front of us. Since the beginning of time, those who look beyond the physical world have been able to understand these invisible things. This ability to see doesn't depend on our eyes or ears. We have to work on it and value it. Without this skill, we can't understand spiritual truths because they are only clear to us through this higher way of seeing. The more we practice this, the more amazing power we discover. By controlling what we imagine, we can shape our future to match our desires. Desire is what drives everything we do. If we didn't want anything, we wouldn't even lift a finger. Our actions are driven by what we want the most. For example, when someone overcomes an addiction, it's because their desire to beat it is stronger than their desire to continue it. The desires that really motivate us are the ones we focus on the most. Desire is knowing what we don't have but want, something that would make our lives better. Every desire deep down is about getting something good for ourselves. The bigger the reward we expect, the stronger the desire. There's no such thing as a completely selfless desire. Even the most noble desires have some personal gain in mind. If our desire gets weaker, our actions also start to fade away. The way the spiritual part of us talks to the everyday earthly part is through our desires. The secret to moving forward in life and making our dreams come true is to listen to these desires and act on them right away. It's like picking up a phone call from our dreams the moment it rings. When we want something, it's almost like we already have it in some way. This idea is similar to what the philosopher Blaise Pascal said, "You wouldn't have sought me if you hadn't already found me." This means that just by having a desire, we are already on the path to achieving it. When we fully embrace the feeling of having what we desire and act as if it's already ours, we start to change our future to match this belief. Our beliefs have an amazing power to turn what we think into reality. Once we really feel and believe in our achieved desire, every part of us, our body, mind, spirit, and emotions, starts working together to make it happen. The best way to bring our desires to life is to imagine in our minds how it would feel if we already achieved what we want. This act of imagining creates a path for our desires to become real. It can be challenging for a mind that's not used to it to believe in something that doesn't match what we can see, hear, or touch. However, there's a technique that can help us see and bring into reality events that haven't happened yet. This method might sound simple, but it's actually very powerful and was developed through a lot of research and practice. The first step in this process is to know exactly what you want. You need a clear desire or goal. Next, imagine an event that would mean your desire has come true and see yourself as the main character in this event. It's like creating a mental movie where you're the star and your dream is coming true. The third step is to get your body really relaxed, almost like you're about to fall asleep. Find a comfortable place to sit, relax, and close your eyes. Then with your eyes closed, focus your mind on the event you want to happen. It's like playing that mental movie in your head, feeling and seeing everything as if it were real. This process helps your mind accept the possibility of this event actually happening, making it more likely to become a reality. Picture yourself right in the middle of the action, as if it's happening at this very moment. It's important that you're not just watching this scene like a movie, but that you're actually living it. Feel every part of this experience as if it's real and happening right now. To make this imagined experience feel real, it's key to choose an action that directly results from your wish coming true. For instance, if you dream of being promoted at work, imagine the event of receiving congratulations for your promotion. When you're ready to visualize this, first get your body really relaxed. You want to be almost sleepy, but still able to control what you're thinking about. In this calm, half-awake state, picture a colleague standing in front of you. Reach out with your imaginary hand and feel the firm handshake. Have a conversation in your mind that fits with the scene of your promotion. The crucial part is to be fully involved in this moment, not just watching yourself from the outside. This involvement is what turns a far-off dream into a present reality. You're essentially bringing a higher, more expansive reality into your current everyday life. It's like merging different times and places into one. The difference between actively participating in an imagined event and merely watching it happen is the key to making your dreams a reality. If our goal is to reach a higher, more expansive level of consciousness, we should hold on to our imaginative scene right up until we fall asleep. Picture in your mind as vividly as if it were real, how it would feel if your dream or desire were already fulfilled. If you do this regularly, you'll start to see these imagined experiences come to life in the real world, just like they did in your mind. To help this process, feed your mind with positive thoughts or statements that you believe to be true, even if they don't seem real to your senses right now. If you keep focusing on these thoughts until they feel real to you, they will start to manifest in your life as truths. Once you fully accept these positive thoughts, your mind and spirit will start working together to make them a reality. Imagination is the foundation of faith and hope. Each of us has an incredibly powerful tool, our ability to imagine, dream, and desire. With this tool, we can create any reality we want. Imagination is like a lens that shows us our future. Make sure this lens is not clouded by fears or doubts. Keep it clear and focused on what you want to achieve. Developing the ability to visualize, believe, and desire is key. This is the secret to creating the life you want. By mastering this practice, you're not just shaping your future, you're taking control of your destiny. Remember, the power to change your life and reach new heights of consciousness lies within your own mind and imagination. Before we conclude, always fill your minds with positive thoughts and beliefs. That is how you line up with the divine, and that's when extraordinary things start to happen. When you receive, celebrate. Celebrating is a way to say thank you to the divine for all we have and are. When we celebrate not just with our bodies but with our whole souls, we bring even more joy into our lives. Exploring the realms of imagination, celebration, and gratitude unveils our role as active architects shaping our realities. As we envision and embody our dreams, transforming aspirations into tangible destinations, we recognize the profound influence of our minds in crafting the tapestry of our existence. Celebrating not just with our bodies, but with our souls, becomes a sacred ritual, a tribute to the marvel of life and a connection to something greater than ourselves. Expressing gratitude, both for achievements and the lessons found in challenges, creates fertile ground for personal growth. Gratitude serves as a guiding light, illuminating paths through darkness and uncovering opportunities within adversity. By weaving together the threads of imagination, celebration, and gratitude, we unlock the doors to a future molded by our highest visions. Each positive thought, Every heartfelt celebration and each expression of gratitude forms integral pieces in the puzzle of creating our own reality. May this journey of self-discovery and conscious manifestation lead us to a life brimming with meaning, joy, and achievements. Recognizing the power residing within our minds and souls empowers us to be the authors and protagonists of our unique narratives. Each forward step is guided by the illuminating light of imagination, celebrated with the profound depth of the soul, and infused with gratitude for the precious gift of existence. If this video resonated with you, subscribe to the channel and like the video. This way we can transform the world with inner wisdom. Blessings to you.